The world has ended. The background noise of civilization, the traffic, the chatter, the hum of electricity, it's all gone. It's been replaced by a new soundtrack, the shuffle of rotting feet on pavement, the distant, wet tearing of flesh, and the constant, low moan of the hungry dead. This is your new reality. Survival is measured in hours, not days, and every shadow, every closed door could be your last. But what if you had an edge? What if, in the midst of all this horror, you discovered something inside you? A connection to an energy that flows through all things. A power that could turn you from prey into the ultimate predator. The Force. It's not just about laser swords and moving rocks. It's a wellspring of abilities that could make you a king in a world of corpses. And today, we're counting down the 5 Force powers that would make you absolutely unstoppable in a zombie apocalypse. Coming in at number 5 is the one you're probably thinking of. The bread and butter of any Force user. Force, push, and pull. It sounds simple, but in a world of shambling hordes, it's the ultimate crowd control. Imagine you're looting a derelict pharmacy for antibiotics. You're in a narrow aisle and you hear it. The scrape of a foot behind you. You turn and the aisle is blocked. 10, maybe 20 of them. All eyes milky white, all mouths agape. There's no way out. Your heart hammers in your chest, but you just raise your hand. You don't feel panic. You feel a deep well of energy inside you. With a thought, you unleash it. A wave of invisible power slams into the horde, sending them flying backwards like bowling pins. Bones snap. Rotting bodies slam into the shelves, bringing the whole structure crashing down on top of them. You've just cleared a path, not with a single bullet, but with a gesture. You can clear rooms, throw zombies off rooftops, create barriers of debris, or even pull a single, specific zombie towards you to be dealt with quietly. It's your all-purpose, never-runs-out-of-ammo weapon. At number 4, we have a power that's less about fighting and more about never having to fight at all. Force speed. This isn't just about running fast. It's about moving with such supernatural quickness that the world around you seems to slow to a crawl. The advantages are almost endless. A supply run into a zombie-infested city becomes a walk in the park. You can sprint through the streets, a blur that the dead can't even register, let alone catch. You see a supermarket teeming with walkers. To anyone else, it's a death trap. To you, it's a 10-second shopping trip. You take a deep breath, tap into the Force, and the world goes silent. You glide through the doors, past the frozen, snarling faces of the dead. You snatch cans of food, bottles of water, a first aid kit. Your movements are so fast, you're like a ghost. You're out the back door before the first zombie has even finished its lurching step towards where you used to be. You can scout entire towns, escape any trap, and outmaneuver not just the dead, but the living who might want to take what's yours. In a world where speed is life, you are the fastest thing alive. This brings us to number 3, a power that changes the very nature of survival, animal bond. You might think animals are just another victim in this apocalypse, but with the Force, they become your army. You can reach out with your mind, not to command them, but to connect with them, to form a partnership built on mutual survival. A flock of crows is no longer just a flock of crows. They are your eyes in the sky, a living drone network that circles your base, alerting you to any approaching threat, living or dead, from miles away. A pack of stray dogs, starving and scared, becomes your loyal guard. They can patrol your perimeter, their keen senses detecting the dead long before you can. They can track, they can hunt, and they can fight. But why stop there? Imagine taming something bigger. A bear that has survived the apocalypse, now a walking tank of fur and claws that sees you as part of its territory to be defended. You're no longer just one survivor. You are the alpha of a multi-species pack. You have an intelligence network and a security force that never sleeps, all thanks to the Force. For our number 2 spot, we have the power that defeats the apocalypse's greatest weapon, the bite. Force heal. In the old world, this power could mend bones and knit flesh. In this new world, it's the closest thing to a miracle. Imagine your friend, your partner, someone from your group, stumbles back to base. They're pale, sweating. They roll up their sleeve, and you see it. The 2 rows of angry purple teeth marks. A death sentence. Despair sets in. It's only a matter of hours. But you kneel down, place your hands over the wound, and close your eyes. You pour your own life energy, guided by the Force, into their body. You aren't just healing the broken skin. You are fighting the infection on a cellular level, purging the necrotic virus, forcing it out of their system. You watch as the color returns to their face, as the fever breaks. You have done the impossible. You have cured the plague. With this power, you are no longer just a survivor. You are a savior. Your community is immune. The fear of a single mistake, a single bite, is gone. You hold the key to rebuilding civilization.
Number 1.
But what could be more powerful than curing the zombie plague? How about becoming completely immune to death itself? Unstoppable power is a dark, forbidden Sith ability, essence transfer. This isn't about healing, it's about transcending. It is the power to move your consciousness, your very soul, from one body to another. Think about what that means. You're leading a raid, and you get cornered. A walker sinks its teeth into your arm. For anyone else, it's over. For you, it's a minor inconvenience. You let them swarm you. As your body falls, you reach out with your mind, a tendril of pure consciousness, and you find a new vessel. Maybe it's one of the zombies themselves. Its mind a vacant shell just waiting for a pilot. Or maybe it's one of the hostile human raiders who attacked you. You push their mind out and slip into the driver's seat. You are now in a fresh, unbitten body. You are, for all intents and purposes, immortal. Your body is just a vehicle, and you can always get a new one. You can't be killed by zombies. You can't be killed by humans. You can't die of old age. The apocalypse isn't a threat to you. It's just the environment in which you will live forever. These powers elevate you from a mere survivor to something more. A protector, a leader, a legend. But with abilities like these, with the power to control crowds, to move like a ghost, to command nature, to cure death, and even to cheat it entirely, you have to wonder, in a world of monsters, would the Force save your humanity? Or would it simply turn you into a different kind of monster altogether?